definitely helps. Okay, great.
Hello everyone, I'm Healy. This is my amazing assistant Lori for today. Lori's been one of my lead teachers in the Bay Area for the last 4 or 5 years, so she's very experienced. She actually introduced me to Amy and yoga, so I'm really grateful for that. And this is our very first AerialYogaPlay class workshop at the new studio, so this is exciting. We get in person in this space. So thanks for being here. I'll have to remind you of your names a couple times, so with that part. And I am going to live stream it, and as long as everybody's okay with that, I'm going to be shooting in this direction. So it's just going to be me and Amy. If anybody wants to move to the back, that's fine, but I promise you it'll be like me and Lim. But that's it. And I'll adjust everything for you. So we're going to take our time getting used to the equipment, saying hello, learning how to play safely that have maximum amount of fun. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about this program because there is a crossover with the genre of aerial yoga, but it's not aerial yoga. It's called AerialYogaPlay, and it's AerialYogaPlay for a reason. So the play is the most important part. Right? So it's kind of like the difference between soccer and football. This is the best analogy I can come up with. You can, in some countries, call soccer football, but you can't really call football soccer, right? It's totally different. They both use a ball, they both play on a field, but besides that, completely different, right? So these swings are super stretchy. It's the first thing we want to get used to, right? So to have everybody follow along, just notice that they spread out for one. That's kind of the magic sauce. And that you can really get a lot of give in the fabric. Some are actually more stretchy than others because they're like children. They came from the same place and then they have different personalities. Then they have leg lifts and hand holds. They hang from the ceiling in a 2-point system with what I call daisy chains. So yeah, so the daisy chains allows us to adjust everything. So I can bring the swing higher or lower, if you feel like you need, but me or Lori will be doing all the adjustments. I know it's tempting, but wait for me, just as a safety thing until you get certified. Once you get by your own swinger, you're certified, you can do everything. Okay, so we're going to take some time to say hello and get used to the fabric. I made these in San Francisco, so they're locally made, they're super special. They're kind of like my babies, so they're not like 1,000 at a time from China, so I really put a lot of care into them. And you'll probably notice if you've done anything like this that it feels different. So if you've never done anything like this, we're going to start from the beginning and have it be like a buffet, so you can sample all the different ways that we use the swing. And there really is something for everyone. So whether you're experienced or not, there will be more basics focused for today, but then I'll give some intermediate and some advanced options. So you can pause wherever you're comfortable. If you're like, all right, that's good, then just stay there. Otherwise, we'll add on to the sequences. So we build sequences that way. So I'm the founder of the program, AerialYogaPlay and Eric's Yoga Swings. So there's 2 modules. One is play, and then the other one is regenerative. So the RX is more like therapeutic, using the swing to heal the body, opening up the spine, working with alignment. I'm more like over here in the healing department, even though the aerial world and the circus world is something that I love, like circus leg. I'm not a performer. I actually do healing work for a living. So yeah, so it's a little different, but we're going to check it out. If you have any questions as we go along, even with the live stream, this is for you. This is your personal experience. Interact with me. Ask me questions. Don't be shy. Okay? Has anybody tried aerial yoga before or aerial anything? Oh, good. Yay. Yeah, yay. Does everybody here do yoga? Oh, good. Okay. Even if you've never done yoga before, it doesn't really matter. I use like a little bit of the yoga names to get familiar with, but I call it yoga translations because they're very loose translations. So we use something that we're familiar with to associate so our brain feels comfortable, and that's how we learn. So that's really the basis of it. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to stand in the center of the mat. So first you'll notice that we're using round mats. We're already a little weird and different here. But I make these mandala mats. If you have the colorful ones, this is the newest design with the Eric's logo. My little branding plug. But these mats actually help define the space, but they're also going to inspire us, like the mandala patterning, to move in multidimensional space. So we're opening up to the spherical nature of our bodies. If you have one of our older red mats, they're a little bit more grippy, And they're a little bit more comfortable for people who don't like to have that slip. But we started out with the red mats, and then we upgraded to these beautiful mandala creations. So either way, just kind of enjoy standing in the center of the mat and finding your pillar. I call it your pillar or your axis. So we're going to work with our vertical axes, like our spine. So it's the first thing. So you look up, shoot right underneath your eye hooks, and then we're going to hold on to the swing, wrap our arms around, and give it a hug, right? So it's going to feel a little tight, and we're not used to hanging by our armpits. So the first thing we have to get used to is these two hubs of the body that we're going to work with, and how different it is to have something that we're hanging from. So I use my forearms to press it down strongly after hugging the swing. And then this is our first moment of trust. We're going to lean back. Woo! All right, so as you can tell, a little bit more stretch, right? And then I like to use a forearm press. Now this is going to be our first hook. We're going to learn our hooks and our anchors and our holds so we can place safely. And then the front of the mat is where we walk to. So use the mat to define the space. It's really helpful. Without the mat, we can get a little lost in space, right? So from the front of the mat, we're going to heel toe wide to 10 and 2, like a steering wheel, where we are in a sumo squat. So instead of pushing your hips forward towards me, I want you to drop your hips, your tailbone straight down towards the ground. So straight down, even more, even more. So if I do this, this is the international sign for drop your hips. It somehow works. So I'm like, okay, so let's just wiggle a little bit. I do a lot of wiggling in this space. Everybody's looking good. Now you can play higher or lower. It doesn't matter. But if anybody wants to bring the swing up one, I'll bring it up for you. If everybody is happy, then we'll just stay where we are. What we're going to do is test everything out. So we want to use our forearm press, because what you're going to notice is if you hang by your underarms, I call it scarecrow. Everyone's like, is this it? And like, doesn't look comfortable, right? It's going to be hard to hang by our tender little armpits for very long. If that happens, we're going to press back, straight legs, right? Wiggle a little bit using your forearms to press down so it goes right behind the bra strap, right behind the forearm press again. Go ahead and bend the knees, and let's just hang. So we just do a lot of hanging. Even this movement, you're going to start to feel that you're getting a little space, right? So we're tractioning the spine out of the pelvis to create space for the vertebrae. That's our mantra, okay? So after we just undulate, like pendulum swing a little bit, then we're going to rock our hips from side to side. Let's go ahead and just play. So freestyle, like I said, the play is the most important part. Just like awakening your courageous inner child. Just feel and experience the swing. Even if you've done something like this before, you know, maybe add a twist, add something at the edges. Okay, so just take a few more breaths there, and then we're going to move forward, move on. I'm going to try and keep the music low so I don't sound like I'm yelling. Everybody good so far? Any questions? Don't be shy. You can ask me anything. We're good? All right, so let's keep adding on to our sequences. So the first thing that we'll try from here, let's all sync up. We're going to synchronize swim for the most part. And you'll notice we have this enormous amount of space, right? So it's rare to only have 8 people in a class where we get this much room to play, so it's really special. But the first thing what we're going to do here is come into some lunges, right? I call them lounging, so the lunges are a little bit different. We're going to heel toe our feet all the way to like what is like 9 and 3 on our mats, right? Those are block. And walk your toes to the edges. Good. Let's all press over to the left. Okay, left, yeah. Now press back and around. Here you go, back and around. Good. It's like a little semicircle we're tracing. And to the left. Beautiful. Press back. And over to the right. Good. Back and around. Good. Inhaling here, and exhaling, press to the other side. Inhaling, and exhaling. And you'll notice this swing will ride up because gravity's doing a great job. So everybody press back and straight back. Give it a little wiggle. Yeah, get it right behind the heart. Yeah, it looks good. Keep leaning back. Let's change from a forearm press to what I call chillaxing arms. So we're going to use our fingers interlace behind the back of our head, right at the occipital ridge. Now we're going to just do this little side body stretch, really gentle. Keep the legs straight at first. Pause at the edges, let that feel good. So we're in a supported back bend. Notice the lower back should be happy. And at the same time, we're opening up the heart. So we're always leading with the heart in this practice. It's definitely a much easier way to support the back into a back bend. Everybody feel good here? If anybody has lower back pain, you let me know so we can make some adjustments for you. Okay, and the head rests back into the hands, right? All right, so let's add our lounging or lunges. Let's go ahead and bend the right knee and twist over to the side. Pause. Inhale, press back and over to the left. Pause at the edges and feel that stretch all the way from your toes. Inhale back, exhale right. Let's all sync up. Inhale back, exhale left. This left. This one over here. There you go. Inhale straight back, exhale right. Beautiful, that's it. Inhale back and over. So this is called Weeping Willow. So now at your own pace and your own time with your breath, just sway from side to side and just feel the heart opening. Feel the head resting back. Feel the legs engaged and pressing into your reclined lunges. That feels good. Nice. I like to really twist at the edges and pulling up and out. So I'm just stretching the back of the neck at the same time. Can you feel that? So the arms are really working here. It helps to rearrange the posture, to use the arms to support the head. All right, we're all going to come back to center. Open up the arms wide and pull it. Jazz hands, superstar, stretch it out, and then forearm press it in. Really good. Let's heel toe all the way back to the front of the mat. You can just slide in if you're on one of them on the left side. Toes touch the front again. And then we're just going to do a little wiggle from side to side. So we're doing our lunges, we're doing our twists, we're doing our side to side. So here the hips can be up, right? And now let's do a little bit of a step. First, flex your toes back. Okay, it's a little bit easier if we flex first. Then we're going to take our left knee, roll to the outer edge of the right, and step to the edge of the mat, all the way to the edge. And now drop your hips, twist, and look over your left shoulder. The other one, yeah, the other one. I know, it feels like we want to go that way, but notice we can bring out the spine if we look over the left, right? Inhale, lift the hips, just gently pulse. Exhale, drop down. Little side body stretch, digging deep into the release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Beautiful. Inhale, lift, bring your foot forward. Come back to center. Let's come back to our Weeping Willow. Press the swing down first because it probably did ride up. And then chillax in arms. Now go ahead and just see if you can sync up with your neighbors, right? A little freestyle, but if we can flow together, that always is a nice treat too. We have plenty of room. But watch out for the people and the walls and the things. Beautiful. Yeah, that's great. So we always reset in the middle, right? So supported back bend, wiggling from side to side. I call it Weeping Willow. Excellent. Inhale, open up the arms wide, shake it out. Jazz hands, forearm press. Okay, second side. Flex the toes back first. Roll onto the outer edge of the left. Pick up the right knee and step all the way to the edge. All the way to the edge. So bend the knee like it's in figure four. Right? Beautiful, guys. That's it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Look over the right shoulder. There you go. Bring out the spine. Is everybody feeling that? Isn't that amazing? Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. I'm showing you guys how I use gravity to do the work to go even deeper into the body. You see how I have like a figure four here? So this was yes, that's it. All the way to the edge. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale, drop. Bringing out the spine. All right. And come on back to center. One more. Weeping Willow. Get the swing nice and low. Feel free to adjust whenever you need because you got to get a little used to that pressure, particularly behind the back. It's kind of like a rolfing session. So just notice that it's erasing or massaging out that stickiness and tightness right behind the heart. And just let that feel good. Sometimes it's nice to even close your eyes and just like the leaves of a tree swaying in the wind, just let the momentum take you from side to side. And this is the restorative version for sure. We'll get into some dynamic movements and dynamic strengthening, but this is literally what I do every day in this way. I get up, get into a back bend, just let it feel good. And we will get strong, we will get fit, but just let it feel good as we open up these tight spots. Come on back to center. Inhale, open open up the arms wide. Exhale, forearm press, one more lunge. Okay, let's pick up the right knee. Shoot it back to the back of the mat. Stay toes tucked under. Left toes to the front of the mat. Wiggle forward if you're not there. There you go. And now we're gonna press and lift. All right, so make sure your hands are higher than your gaze so you can see. There you go. I call it like a diamond with the arms. Inhale, press your arms towards me and then lift. Lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. For anybody who wants to go deeper, like I said, I get levels. We can inhale, lift, and lean back. Let the heart shine towards the sky. Exhale, lower. So pick your favorite version. Inhale, lift, and lean back. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. Big arch to the thoracic spine, and then exhale, lower. All right, let's change sides. Move forward. Wiggle it out a little. Adjust the swing if you need. Whatever you need, take a breath. All right, second side. Inhale, lift, right knee up. Shoot it to the back of the mat. Toes stay tucked under. Inhale, lift straight up and down. Exhale, lower. So you can decide how much legs you want to use versus how much arms and how much press. So press, 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 and lift. Exhale, lower. And then you can press and lift and rotate the heart towards the sky. Big back bend. Exhale, lower. Let's just do 3 more like that. Inhale, lift, rotate. Stretch through the psoas and the quad. You guys feeling it? Oh yeah. Get deep in there. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Let's come on back. Weeping willow. Both feet forward. Chillax in arms. Support the head. Always make sure the neck is happy. And sway it out. So we do a lot of swagger. I call it the swagger in the swing, where we just sway and play, and this opens up the connective tissue. It's interfacing with that space between the muscle and the skin, and it gets a little cemented in, especially if there's been an injury, and this just massages it out very gently. And it's kind of like water eroding rock. That's what we're going for with the repetition and movement. Okie dokie, here we go. Let's come on back to center. I like to end with what I call angel wings. Now, even though I'm facing forward, since we have plenty of room, I'm going to face this way. This is what it looks like. I'll do one, and then we'll do it together, because this we have to stay synced up. What I'm going to do is from my supported back bend my knees, press forward, and then exhale, use the momentum, swim back. Inhale forward, wait. I know you want to exhale back. All right, so everybody, we're going to start here. Inhale forward. Whee, that's it. And sync up, exhale back. Arms overhead. Beautiful. Inhale forward. Whee. Beautiful. Exhale back. There you go. Let the swing hold you. One more. Inhale forward. Swim all the way forward. That's it. Now stay here. Look up. We're going to walk wide. Wide to the edges of the mat. Walk wide, walk wide. Now we're kind of like in our airplane wings. Okay, a little bit side to side. Pressing your hips forward. Just play there. And then we're going to bend the elbows. So look, I'm flexing now. So it's not this elbow bend, right? Where I'm on my waist. I'm all the way up here like I'm flexing. Everybody kind of knows what that means. And then let the swing kind of slide down towards the elbow face, but keep your hands nice and high. Okay. We'll open up the shoulder girdle in a good way. Excellent. Feet are going to be wide center. So wiggle into the sides of the mat and then kind of towards the center of the mat. Perfect. And now we're in our forward fold. Okay, so instead of pressing the hips towards me, I want you to pull your hips back so you're in like an L shape. Excellent. Let's go ahead and trace the shape of the mat with our gaze. Then allow play. So we press the hips back even more, Amy, even more, and pull the top head forward. Yes. So now we're playing with that horizontal axis. You might not come down like very far, but I want you to just focus on opening up the shoulders here. Right? So we're leaning forward with the heart, and we're pulling back with our tailbone. All right. So from our wide straddle forward fold, let's get into some twists. I'm going to release my left hand down. I call it a football stance. Okay, I'm up onto the fingertips, and I'm pulling forward. So I always keep this nice long line of energy in the body. Make sure you have a strong twist with the right. Inhale, lift, and twist. Bring that fist towards your sternum. There you go. Come on back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. Let's use our breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Bringing out the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look down and pause. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Awesome. One more time. Look to center. Straighten the top arm. Hold on to the swing with your hand. Actually, there's a reason for all of this. I'll show you in a moment. So now we're going to sway the swing overhead. Right? When we do that, we lift our chest, and there will be an X. Spread both hands through. Everybody get your X? Awesome. Now we're going to drop the chest, but not the head. So keep your head above your arms. Right? Really important for the shoulders. And then we're going to press, 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 and lift. Okay? Let's do a little dynamic strengthening. Guys, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Press, press, press all the way up. Keep the gaze up. Keep the head above the biceps. Inhale, press. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Lifting. One more time. Let the heart kiss down towards the ground. And then inhale. Press, press, press all the way to stand. All right. Left arm comes out behind you. Overhead. Hook. And then second side. Back here. Stance. Elbow. So notice I'm making a fist, right? And I'm going to flex, so it's up here by my shoulder. And then when I pull forward, I lengthen the spine. And then when I exhale, I twist and I pull my fist towards my sternum. So now what we're going to do is really wring out any tension between the vertebrae. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, pull forward first, and then twist on exhale. See, I always get a great adjustment there. The places I make for chiropractic care. Exhale, lower. And it shouldn't feel tension at all in the lower back because our arms are supporting our weight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Last time. Inhale, look forward, and then straighten the top arm overhead. So hold on with their fingertips on the swing. Now we're going to lift, and now we're bending our elbows. A little different. But I want you to gaze up because as soon as you drop your head, it puts too much tension on the shoulder girdle. You can always bend the knees and play a little bit from side to side too. But with the elbows bent, the shoulders feel way safer, right? So this is a little bit more advanced. Let's hang out here with the elbows at first. And again, just take a moment to breathe. Feel the sway of the swing from side to side. Notice that it's not your normal linear side to side, but there's a little bit of a spiral in there, right? You can add a little undulation of the spine at the same time. That's it. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Now we inhale, press, 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 and lift straight arms. And exhale, lower. So this is our warm-up lap to be able to do our acrobatics and our flips and our jerks. Inhale, lift. Press, press, press. Exhale, lower. If you don't have the underbelly of the body, I call it working and turned on, activated, and there's no way we can lift ourselves while we're in the air, right? This is our ability to strengthen and prepare. Come on up, stand here, and just take a pause. Walk your feet together. Just notice what happened in the upper body there. A lot of shoulder injuries come from putting too much strain on the shoulder joints, so we're going to rearrange our posture. And just to give you a little teaser, we're not going to do just watch for now. We're not going to do our superfly today, but in our intermediate training and our practices, then we learn how to incorporate some of these things that we learn on the ground into some of our flips and jerks. So I'll show you exactly why we need that upper body strength. And this is just a quick demo. Can't try it yet. Maybe in December. So we're going to be able to press up and then lift. Okay, so this is our superfly flips. But see, that's that same movement of pressing and lifting. Now, if I'm here and my head is heavy, I'm not going to be able to lift, right? So we have to get this alignment to press and lift, and then we can press. All right, so a little teaser of why we learned how to do something on the ground, and then that same movement, we're going to do it quickly without the swing, because we learned how to press and lift. And then it looks like Pilates too. So it's a lot of the same things where we're really engaging and pulling the energy back towards our joints and then learning how to engage our muscles. All right, just a little sample instead of each other. So let's come back and actually use the swing under our arms like we've begun, but then we're going to incorporate our legs. We're going to come back to a down dog sequence and do some things on the ground, do some things standing, and then right back. Arms up, hug the swing, wrap your arms around, Exhale, press the forearms down, and then lean back. Woo! I know, it gets easier every time. Forearm press, slide to the front of the mat. Back to our sumo, right? Toes touch, heel toe wide, 10 and 2. Now I will adjust anything if you feel like we need to, but we're gonna incorporate these puppies now. I start our leg loops.
Question.
Yeah.
Do we want the band to be wide so it's more comfortable, or
It's just not gonna happen though. You can widen it if you want, and then
okay, so we just go with it. Right.
yeah. So what you want to do is learn how to drop your hips, and you're engaging your upper body, so that looks good. And then in time you relax, and then it won't feel so uncomfortable. So it's this play between engaged and relaxed. Right now there's more engagement than relaxed, so this one will feel uncomfortable. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I always spread it out, and then it bunches up, and then I spread it out. we do that all day long. But then in time, you actually like the feeling. I know it doesn't seem like it now. It's like, how on earth will I ever like that feeling? But it brings down the lymph. So every time somebody asks a question, it's such a nice cue for understanding why is this so healing on the body. So our lymph, our intersections of our underarms and our hips, our hip flexors, is where people have a lot of injury and a lot of congestion. So all that stagnant energy is going to start to move out. Yeah, and Lori, go ahead and put your hands on people and help people get a little bit more into the positions. Just a little tiny adjustment here and there, like you could drop your hips a little bit more. Yeah, you might be doing that because you're probably trying to take pressure off the underarms. Doesn't really work to push your hips up. It actually just works to use your forearm press. Yeah, so this is, can you feel the hook now? And now it's not even touching my underarms. I imagine there being like a tiny little goose egg in my armpit that I don't want to crush, and I'm pushing my arms up strongly. Yes, and that actually rolls the shoulders back, lets the scapula sit on our back, and starts to heal our shoulders. And it takes a little time to get all those details. Today, we're just trying to figure it out, right? All right, so we keep our hug. So Lori, do adjustments without words, so that way, yeah, we can just stay in tune here. So we're gonna use the right leg loop in our hand. Grab it with both hands, even if it feels a little tight. So tell me your name again, hun.
Cinda.
Cinda, so it's like this. So we always hug, even though it's tempting. I'll go, no, no, no. And then, yeah. That's pretty much just all I can get out within a microsecond. If you ever hear me go, no, 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 that means you've lost your hook. And even though our feet are on the ground and we're totally playing safe, if we do that when we're in the air, no bueno. So we learn our hooks this way, and then we can add on. Okay, it's going to be tight, but I want you to pull down strongly. Lift your right foot up. Karate chop that puppy up there. Don't worry about it. Just get the leg loop on for now. Behind the knee. So when it's behind the knee, we call it chillaxing. Second side, keep your arms wrapped around back there. Yeah, always hug the swing like you love it. Yep. And then second side, get that leg loop on. Beautiful. Now, some leg loops are going to be higher than others. It's totally fine wherever you are. So Lori, I'm going to let you adjust what you're doing. Petra. Yeah, a little low. Yeah, well, you're longer, so we're just going to leave the swing where it is, but we can bring those leg loops up front. And you just try it. If you don't like it, then we'll put them back. But always keep your arms wrapped around back there. And yeah.
I'm just trying to move it down.
No problem. Move it down like this so I can see your elbows. Because if you're like, that's no way. So we don't even want a chance at the first day. We want everyone to leave very happy. And I have a perfect record, and we're going to keep the perfect record. So I got my eyes on you. That's why we like 8 people. So I'm like watching you, making sure all the little chicklets are happy. And everyone's looking good. You can drop your hips a little bit more. So our mantra, I like the mantras, are hips heavy, heart open, head relaxed. So this is where the chillaxing arms came from, right? So we're going to use our arms to support our head, and then just gently rock from side to side. How does that feel? Are you good? Touch up. I'm good. It feels good? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, great. Yeah, and what we want to do is play. So that looks great, everybody. We have plenty of room, but always keep a mindful eye of our neighbor's pretty little hair and head and noggin. Everybody gets to have plenty of room to play safe. Now, if we have legs extended, we might want to be really careful if somebody's leaning back. So just be aware if you go through different sequences. Hips heavy, is everybody's hips heavy? Just check, because the hips do like to float away. Even heavier. Is your heart open? Is your head relaxed? So this is our #1 relaxation pose. Anyone can do this pose. right? I work with people who are 80 years old, as well as children. So we have the full spectrum here. Turn that down a smidge. All right, so we have a whole chill flow sequence we're going to learn from here. Okay, so this is a loose translation of a vinyasa flow. So it's like, all right, so how can I have 5 yoga teacher trainings and get every style and, you know, explore the whole gamut, and we want to take something that we're familiar with and then turn it into something new, right? Yeah, I know this song, so I was like, all right, their little hiking thing is coming. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. The first thing we're going to do is just open up our arms to the arms. Nice big inhale. Exhale, round in and wrap your arms around the leg loose. This is called a child's pose. Okay, so it's a floating child's. Whenever you need a break, we're going to come back here. Okay, pause and relax, stretch the back. Inhale, blossom open for star. Long arms, long legs. Exhale, round in and squeeze the child. Beautiful. Inhale, blossom for star, open it up. And exhale, squeeze. So we're just undulating the spine with our breath. Inhale, blossom. Beautiful, guys. Exhale, squeeze. All right, let's add on from there. Inhale, blossom for star. Hips heavy, heart open, head relaxed. Exhale, squeeze the hands to prayer. Right? Namaste. There you go, round the swing. And then squeeze the legs together. Good. And then press the hips up, lean back. So it's a reverse namaste. So you're holding on with your forearms, thumbs touch the sternum. Press, 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 and lift. Exhale, lower. Nice. Okay. So let's add those together. Inhale here. Exhale, child's. Inhale, blossom for star. Exhale, namaste. Hands to prayer, feet together, press the hips up, reverse it, lean back. Is everybody fit? You can always bend your knees. If you need, so it's like watch your toes. Exhale, lower. All right, let's keep adding on here. Does everybody like to do back bends? Because there are versions, I'm going to show you a version that you can do if you don't like back bends. Especially if your lower back tends to take a lot of the pressure. I want you to just hold on to the swing. Okay? So whenever you need to take a little bit off for a beginner, you just hold on to the swing. Just add on and go into our full bow. Inhale here. Exhale, child. Inhale, blossom for star. Exhale, namaste. Squeeze the legs together, hands to prayer. Press hips up, lean back. Inhale, reach up, hold on to the swing. Let it slide down to the waist. Okay, once it slides down to the waist, I want you to bend your knees. Either stay here, this will be your bow, or you can reach back and grab for your ankles. That's our big bow. Okay, lift the chest, pull your toes away from the crown of the head and open up. So let the arch happen from the thoracic spine so the lower back is happy. And then release, hold on to the swing. Everybody lift the head up as the hips come down. Beautiful. Does that feel good? I'm going to try it one more time. All right. So let me just show you the pose in between is called ladle. And if we were going to do the whole flow all pretty, it would look like this. And then we can swim and come around. Now just stay here, like I said, if you're not feeling the full bow, because it doesn't matter, right? You just go as far as it feels good for today. But if you want to release your hands from here, come on down, swimming around, that's the added fancy part, okay? Inhale, team. Exhale, child. Pause here if you've had enough. Let's continue on if you're ready. Inhale, blossom for star. Exhale, namaste. Squeeze it towards the center line. Press the hips up, lean back. Inhale, reach up, grab for the swing. Exhale, lower. Let it slide across the hips. So inhale, stay here. Or swim the arms back, bend the knees, and hold on. Hold on to the ankles or whatever you can reach. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the ankles. Inhale, lift up and lower. Good. Really nice. All right, I'm going to watch you guys. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, T. And exhale, child. Yeah. Inhale, blossom for star. Just see if you guys remember. Exhale, namaste. Breathe. Go. Inhale, reach up, grab for the swing. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, reach back for the ankles. Yes. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, reach up, grab for the swing. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Beautiful. Nice. So like bow, you guys do bow on the ground, like bow, you want to squeeze the knees together. Make sure that you keep the alignment. We're not doing all the alignment pieces today, just to kind of give a break. All right, let's move on to our butterfly and our flying poses. So we're going to reach for our knees. So this is the key, right? These are our leg lifts. Slide up the leg lifts as high as you can. You might be able to reach the nub, otherwise just as high as you can. Beautiful. So we're going to inhale, bicep curl, and lift into a straddle. Exhale, squeeze the knees together like a child's pose. Inhale, lift, arch and move into the heart. That's it. Exhale, squeeze. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, lift. And exhale, squeeze one more time. All right, we're going to lift, and we're going to pause. Now, in this pose, we're going to balance. So your hands go in front of the leg lifts. Yes. Straight up and down. So yeah, hold on to the leg lifts and see if you can balance. It helps to lift your gaze. If you're looking down, then you're going to fall back, right? Yes. But if you lift your gaze, you lift your heart. Look up. Yes, there we go. Look up. So hands in front of the leg lifts for me. So just one layer in front. Yeah. 1 and 2. And then TV arms. Good. And if you're comfortable, lean forward for skydiver. Lean forward, lean forward. It helps to look up. Press forward with the hips. So arch through the upper back. Arch, arch, arch. There you go. Beautiful. Now we're all skydiving. Look up. I promise you it helps. Press the hips forward. Press, press, press. I know. It's like getting over the hump of tightness. Bend the elbows. Bend the knees. Bring your feet together. Knees open wide. And this is our butterfly. Yay. We made it. Yep. Keep leaning forward, leaning forward. You gotta get the leg loop swing into the elbow creases. Yeah, and then feet can come together. Behind you. Behind you, up. Yeah, here you go. Up, lift the toes, up. Yeah, yay, Jody. It's just a little different, like I said. We don't actually have this pose in yoga, but I guess it'd be kind of like frog on the ground, but a little different when you're in the air. Yeah, keep looking up and lean forward with your hips, and you got it. There you go. Now the leg loops might naturally slide up to the groin, and that's okay too. There's lots of variations. In case you're wondering how to get out of this, you're going to pull your feet down towards the ground, sink your hips back, and hold on with your hands, lean back. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So that is the biggest pose we do in a beginner practice, because it opens everything. It splays over the hips, splays over the shoulders, opens up the whole front of the spine. Let's go back to our chillaxin arms and just sway from side to side, which I call swagger. Now everybody bend your knees, right? So we make sure our neighbors are happy. Their little nuggets are happy. So drop your hips even more. Yeah. Lift your heart even more. And get back to dynamic tension of one part of the body, the lower body sinking down, the upper body lifting up. That's how we open up the spine and start to heal the space in between the vertebrae as we take pressure off the discs, right? So just think of this gentle rocking movement from side to side is going to open. Can you feel it in the hips going down into the legs? We don't have a lot of this, what I call multidimensional movement. When we're crossing planes, it's extremely good for our brains because we're using both hemispheres of our brains. So it can be a little tricky to get your swagger on at first. The brain's like, what? We don't have this, right, in a traditional yoga class. All right, let's use our momentum to get the right foot on top of the left. I like to flex the toes back so we're behind the leg loop, right? So this is our seated pigeon, a version of our pigeon pose. There we go. Press the hips down as you lift the heart. Okay? Now, if anybody needs to, just give it a little hop. So the sling will come down. It's like, where's your bra? Well, I don't think anybody wears bra anymore, but where used to the bra strap be is where it goes, right? You can give those up. But yeah, you can just give it a little hop. Whatever feels uncomfortable. And that's kind of the alternative to trying to spread it out. There you go. That's it. Cool. Now you can stay in your chillaxin arms, which is like a super chill version. This is literally how I watch movies. Is that right? I'm good. Don't have any more furniture in my house. And then I'm going to hug. If you want to go on, make a little deeper. I'm gonna hug the leg loops towards me. So instead of bowing in like child's pose, I'm gonna lift my chest. Yes. You can see how that fingers the toes. You can always flex the toes and the knee needs a little bit more support. So this is the part of the body that we're working on, if anybody was wondering where we're at. And then we're gonna blossom for star. Let's just do a few undulations. Exhale, squeeze the leg loops towards you. All right, inhale, blossom. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, blossom. All right, let's stay here, back to chillaxed arms. Let's continue on. We're gonna straighten that right leg, just let it slide up the leg loop. You switch sides, so you're on the same side as us, otherwise it'll get a little, that's okay. This will get confusing later, so let's just sync up. And then I'm gonna twist and look underneath my right foot. Yes. Nice. Can you press the hips down as you lift the heart up? Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I get adjustments like constantly. Whoops. Yeah, you're like, now you're not married. All right, so to change sides, I'm just going to keep lifting that leg up, come back to swagger, take a moment to reset. One way or another, just lift the leg and get the practice chillaxing. And then let's use our momentum for second side. So we're going to wait and get the left foot on top of the right knee. Just use the momentum right, use your chance. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just feet up with us when we get the leg extension. Okay, so chillaxing arms, just chilling, pressing the hips down, opening up the heart, letting the head relax back. Just stay here if you're happy. If you want to continue on, we're going to inhale, open up the arms, exhale, squeeze, and hug. Go a lot of hugging here. Good. Inhale, expand, star. So squeeze. Flex those toes back if your knee feels like it needs any support. It should be okay, but it's always nice to keep the alignment. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Nice. Inhale, open up. Let's go back to our chillaxing arms and straighten that leg towards the sky. Now it's just going to stay on the inside of the leg loop, right? And then we can twist. Let's take a moment to bring out the spine. Press the hips down, even more, everybody. Press your hips down. They're going to want to float away. This is us avoiding that tightness. Press them down and notice that the whole IT band, this whole intersection between the hamstring and the IT opens, which is a very hard place to get into when we're on the floor. So extended leg twist. Beautiful. Slowly release, swagger, last time. Now you can play a little bit more as long as you're mindful of your neighbors. Maybe extend the arms, extend the legs at the edges. Just take some time to really open up to some big play. Awesome, guys. Beautiful. All righty, come on back to center. One more round of lounging, which I call the dancing Shiva sequence. We reach for our knees, okay? Hold on to the leg loops as high as you can. Same initial practice where we inhale, bicep curl, come up into our straddle. And then we're going to bend the right knee, roll onto the top of the left. Oh yeah, there it is. So both hip bones will point down towards the ground. Our knee above or below the knee? Above the knee, yes. There you go. And then press the left arm back and lift the chest. Everyone likes to look down. There's nothing down there. Let's look up. It's like this whole idea of like upliftment, you know, inspiration. I love all those words that go along. So your arms, yes, there you go. See, these are our stabilizers too. You can feel if you don't use the leg loops, it gets unstable. All right, let's do a little roundabout. Keep holding onto the leg loops, dig the hips back, bicep curl up, second side, bend the left knee, and then roll onto the top of the right. That's it. So keep moving up, press the back arm away. So we're opening up the shoulder too. So thumbs up in all these practices, right? So thumbs up, I call it the little Jesus move. If you forget, that's usually the funny way to remember. And we're just spreading it out. So the more we relax, the deeper the stretch. So Victoria, yes, Victoria. Big. So press your arms straight out from the shoulder. There you go. And then we have alignment too. Beautiful, guys. Keep holding on. Lean back, roundabouts. Let's go back to the first side. Bicep curl, pull yourself up, right into the right knee back. Press, 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 and lift. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you want to go further, just lounge out and stay there. Is everybody happy? Any questions? I can usually tell by the face. Let's smile too. Let's see what smiling looks like. All right, let's bend the back knee. Hold on to the inside edge of the foot with the thumb up. And this is our dancing Shiva pose. Well, this is a big stretch, right? So keep lifting it up in the heart, dropping the hips. And if you want to go further, bend the knee, bend the elbow, and let the toes come into the elbow crease. That's a big stretch, so only go as far as it feels good. And then if you want to do the thumbs up, that can be really cool. So the other side of your foot, inside arch. Yes, there you go. Thumbs up in all these poses. Beautiful, guys. All right, release, nice and easy. Roundabout, let's swag. Right, so chillaxing arms, let's just take a little pause. Sometimes that's a really deep stretch and the hips are like, woo, give us a break. So let's just pause when we need to. Come on back. You can always reset. Once we find center, reaching for the knees first, right? So the knees are where the leg loops are. Make sure we're holding on to our leg loops, everybody. Good. Light up the side of your hips, so not the swing. Reach for the knees. And the leg loops. Ah, yes, there we go. Thank you. Okay, so bicep curl up, bend the left knee, roll into the top of the right. So really make sure that that hip bone is pointing down. That's the key. Yes. Now once the hip bone is pointing down, if we bend the right foot, then we can catch it. It's right there. Yes, thumb up. Yes, very nice. Beautiful, guys. And then just lounge it. See why I call these lounging now. Really have trouble getting this deep into the hips on the ground. Wherever the leg loops slide, that's fine as long as it's above the knee. When you go a little bit deeper, bend the elbow. Get the toes into the elbow crease. Ooh la la. Yes. Deep stretch. All right, guys. Slowly release your spring loaded. And come on back. One more round of swagger. Just make sure the spine is happy, particularly the lower back, SI joints, just let them kind of hang and sway. I like chillaxing arms to support. Then we have one more sequence that we can do there, which I call Hanuman in the air, in case you were wondering. We like Hanuman on the ground. So there's a couple different variations. We're going to do the easier one today, just because I'm nice. So let's come on back to center and reach for our knees first. Slide out the side as you can. Bicep curl up. So we come into our straddle splits. Now if you want to try a hummingbird, so always hug, yeah, reach for the leg loops. Exactly. You press them away. So you'll know why I call it hummingbird in just a moment. Yep. Get a little flutter on. Yeah. So look out. There you go. Press. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why we call it hummingbird. Okay. Now from there, we can keep the legs straight. We can rotate the left hip down towards the ground, so both legs straight. And then you can press. And that's what I call Hanuman. Or bow and arrow. Depends on the mood. I know. Very challenging. All right, come on back to center. Let's try the second side. So it sometimes helps to come into the lunge first, right? So bend the left knee. I was kind of skipping steps to see what it would happen. Come into the lunge and then straighten and press. Oh my goodness. If anybody feels super flexy, you can also reach for your front toes. That's a fun adjustment. Variation as well. Beautiful. All right, come on back. Beautiful, guys. So that's how we translate that to the swing. Let's just take a little break here.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
How much are you trying to, like, when you do the bicep curl, how much are you trying to press down with your legs to give yourself height? So you want to stretch into it.
Right, just as if you were on the ground, right? So we want to keep our hips level as much as possible. At first, people do this and they come up really high. That's why it turns into hummingbird. But if you sit into it and press, then you stabilize. So you want to think of your shoulders coming right out of the joints, like the hands being in alignment with the shoulders. And so you sink the hips down even more. And that is a little bit deeper of a stretch too, so you can see why people are like, no, I think I'll come up here. Very good question. All right, let's just come out and give it a little pause. Let's take a break. So this is one way I take a break from when we're chillaxing. So you can tell the pressure behind the knees, the pressure under the arms, hitting all the tender spots can be a little much. So let's come into our high diver version. There is an easier version. So always reach for your knees first. Slide up the leg lifts as high as you can. Bicep curl up and then squeeze the legs together. And depending on your clothing, they'll slide up into what I call the skydiver, high skydiver position, right? So now all of a sudden we're like, oh, I can hang out here a little bit longer, and then we get our free rocking session on the hips, right? It's really hard to get into the groin like that, right? So it really digs in. So what were you thinking?
Oh no, this is just fantastic.
Oh, good, thank you. I always welcome that feedback.
Yeah.
It just digs into all these places. I do body work for 25 years, and you still don't get this kind of release, and it's up to you. It's your body weight opening it up. So it's never too much unless you decide to really go for it. But really the ergonomics of it is we're distributing the weight between these two major hubs so that you can open them up simultaneously. So that's really special because usually it's like one or the other. That's why I keep reminding you, where's your head? Is it sitting directly over your body on your axes, or is it like this, which means your pelvis is closed? Because we want to start to rotate and open up from our thoracic spine, which means we have to get our shoulders back. That's why we do all this chillax and arm stuff. But all of those little nitty-gritty details are in the AerialYoga program. Right now, it's the play. We just want to learn the poses. We just want to have some fun with it. And then we refine it. Every single pose that you learn is what we use in the AerialYoga, but we have to get there, so we're on our way. So I lean back. That was the longer version, so thank you. So I like to get my hands in between the swing and the leg lifts, right? So it's around the swing, so it's hugging the swing, right? Our hook. And then I can press my arms forward. And then I'm going to press away. Beautiful. Now from here, we look like little birdies who flap our wings, right? Fluttering, right? More flutters. Your wings. And just notice that this has come right out of the shoulder joint, right? So hands in line. Up, up. Yeah, T the arms. There you go. And even this is a great nerve stretch. You can feel all the way down into your fingertips. And then we're going to heel toe wide to the edges of the mat. Make sure that the leg lifts are on the outside of your hip bones. And going, you'll have to do a little wiggle. And then it looks like our skydiver. Yeah, you got to kind of wiggle it. There you go. Doesn't feel as good on the inside. Okay, good. Yeah, so even here, we can kind of move from side to side and play with it. Now, you'll notice that it looks a lot like our skydiver in the air, but not so much hip, right? So not so much knee opening. Now we're going to slide into elbows again. Remember, we flex. Keep your arms all the way up here, all the way up to your shoulders. That's it. And then knees stay wide, feet together, and we're back in our butterfly. So this would be our easier version. I think you're good. You might be entangled with your leg loops.
I feel like I'm
Yeah, a little entanglement theory happened there. So that's okay. We teach quantum physics as well. So that's entanglement theory. We get our leg loops and swing all bunched up. So yeah, it's a little bit of an easier version. I like a little bit of banking from side to side. Just start to play with it. You guys want to do a little bit of flips today, a little bit of acro. Yeah, and it's again, I call these training wheels because we can use the leg loops high up like this for a lot of different things. But land it, come on back to wide on your mats, pull with your arms, come on back up to stand, lean back. Okay. So the first part of the training wheel sequence is learning how to lift our legs. Yeah. Instead of a thong, think of it as like a diaper. So get those on the outside. So on the outside. There you go. Yeah. That'll be good. Works every time. So we're going to hold on to the outer leg loop, just the one side. I call it the nub because it feels like it kind of fit our hands in a little nub. So where the fabric meets the webbing, just hold on to it. Then we're going to do some leg lifts. So you can see it'll just kind of slide out anyhow. So just do some straight leg lifts. Not just a tiny little bicep curl right now. Just leg lifts. We'll do some core activations today. Yeah, you can see this could be fun too. Ooh, got a little swing time action. Alright, and then I call them burpees. So what we're going to do is bicep curl and leg lift at the same time, right? Bicep curl and leg lift. See if you can get your toes above your head. Yes, little burpees. And you can bounce. It's kind of fun. Alright. So now you can see why this is so playtime is so important. Yes, keep yourself centered if you feel like your neighbor is getting close to your toes. All right, then I'm going to show you how to pike. Okay, so again, this is about, I've been doing like acrobatics my whole life. I'm not a circus person, I just look around, you know, like that. So, but pike is one of those poses that most people know from the aerial world, right? So it looks like this. So we're just going to try it together. Where we roll, kind of like we're on a wheel, and then come around. It's like a plow. Pike and plow are second cousins. So we actually have to rotate our hips. Our tailbone goes from facing forward to facing the sky and back around. Now, if you flip all the way over, it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to ask you to do a 3/4 turn instead of a full 360. You guys know what I mean? So feet, toes point towards the back wall, and then come back down. Just try it. Yeah. If you tuck your head in towards your knees, it's a little bit easier, but then it's straight. Yeah. Just try it. If I hear you go kerplunk, that means you went all the way over. It's not a big deal. We'll have you come down. So remember, tuck your head towards your knees like a plow pose, nice and tight, and then you'll get, the full wheel. That's it. Tuck your head towards your knees. Yes, that's it. Tuck your head towards your knees. I know we're not used to it.
Bend your knees.
No, tuck your head.
Okay.
Instead of like this.
Gotcha.
So keep your head in line with your spine.
Are you still on arm strength?
Yes. You're like, how is this happening? Well, what happens is, yes. So we don't want to stay in an L shape. We actually want to fold into like a little U. So if you just stay in an L, you won't be able to roll it over. Awesome. Hi, guys. So yeah, so this is our play shop. Yes. Now if you go all the way over, you just kind of like touch the ground and then release your hands. It's not a big deal. So that's why we call it training wheels, because you literally cannot hold out. And even if you let go of your hands, you have a swing holding you and everything, although we're not going to let go of anything. So this is how we learn how to do some of those tricks. Yeah, you touch. So it's okay to change your. Well, it's actually leverage, and this is what's really exciting about this practice, is I actually do have a degree in physics, and I teach you the physics of your body, right? So learning physics through play, like what a better way. And it's actually just like a wheel going around, it's momentum. So you can just lift your hips towards the sky and roll back down, and until we get that tuck, then we're gonna have to effort it and force it, and then life is not as fun. So we're gonna learn all of the ways of leveraging our power, just like we would in our lives, right? Leveraging the power of the universe. But today, we're just kind of having a little taste of how we can use the swing to do tricks. Yes?
I was using the throat in my throat to perform that. I don't know why, but like, do I need to tuck more?
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, we usually effort it way more when we're trying too hard, and there's a little bit more engagement and relaxed if you were going to measure. So you're really engaged. You just have to relax, and yes, tucking your chin into your chest. But even then, don't tuck your chin into your chest so much that you're creating tension. I want you to just focus on rotating your hips towards the sky. So tailbone towards the sky. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Just like super easy and relaxed. Like, yeah, in fact, when you get really used to the swing, you just kind of bounce, right? You can see there's like all this bounce that happens in it. And so at first, I just tell people to just kind of lift and bounce and tuck your toes, point your toes towards the sky until you get the pelvis to roll. But yeah, every single person that I work with, this is totally new. Like the brain doesn't have circuitry for it yet, but it'll come in time. So yeah, so for those, again, just build on our practices. For those that had fun with that, everybody else, I just want you to practice your little leg lifts if you can't go all the way over. But for those that want to practice a handstand, I call them inverted handstands because the hands are towards the sky, we're going to do the same thing. This is the last one, we'll move on. But we're going to do the same thing where we tuck and then pull. So it's a tuck and then a pull, and then you just roll back down and sit. So just try it if it went well. So just tuck and pull your toes straight up and down. Yes. We also put a pencil, and then just sit down. Whee! And roll back it up. So again, because we're holding on here, we're holding on here, we're holding on here. No, don't be afraid to try it. That's why we're here. It's a little play shop, and without kicking anybody. And then we'll move on. But this is how we start to learn how to use the alignment and leverage to change these things. So again, we'll get more into it later. That's how we can learn how to use our core and do some flips. All right.
When you're doing the handstand, inverted handstand, is any of the weight, I was pulling all of my weight out of it. Yeah. Okay.
You're actually not in the swing anymore. You're just using your hands. Yeah, to pull up and down. I know. Everyone gets a little scared there. Let's slide it back into our chillaxing pose. Just take a moment to sway, reset. So whenever we do something exciting, then we do something relaxing. We just keep it in balance. Yeah, and I do private sessions. You know, I mainly work one-on-one with people, mostly for injury and, you know, optimal wellness, all that health stuff. But if anybody wanted to train with me one-on-one and get into more of these details, you're absolutely welcome to come find me in Sausalito. So yeah, some of the more advanced stuff we build upon in the workshops are just intros, but it's just nice to know, right? That's how we can learn how to do some of these cool tricks. And if you guys wanted to practice that on the ground, you would just go from legless into a plow. It's actually the same movement, but you can't cheat it in the swing. You have to use like the leverage, right? Okay, let's take the leg loops off one at a time. Make sure they're both off when we're standing up. So return to your sumo. Stay seated, thank you. Yeah. Stay seated, perfect. So back to sumo, waiting for everybody. There you go, thank you. Nice and slow. Just walk back, walk back, walk back. Is anyone really turn the air conditioning off? I don't know if yeah, absolutely. It's chilly in here. Yeah. Excellent, guys. We are halfway there. No, we're gonna do. We're gonna do about 20 more minutes of active and then a nice long shavasana. So I also teach like meditations and relaxation. So instead of doing shavasana on the ground, we're gonna get into our cocooning and do a nice long shavasana in this one. So let's mix it up. Instead of having the swing underneath our arms, we're going to have the swing in front of us. Okay, let's start with a few standing poses. See how that goes. So this would be something that we usually do in a yoga class, standing poses. But the swing helps us from falling over 100 times, which is one bonus, and then it also helps us have a little bit more fun with some standing poses that might not be that exciting. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to the handholds. So we haven't used these jazzing things yet. And once I'm here, I'm going to stand to the back of my mat this time. Awesome. Now I'm going to give the swing a little push with my hands, and I'm going to time it. When the swing goes forward, I'm going to pick up my right foot and let the swing hook at the ankle. See if you can time it. You can always help it out, but just sway it forward, yeah. So you have to really trust, you know, push it forward a lot, and then once it comes forward, give it a good push, or yeah, just get your foot up there. That's mine too. All right, so we're gonna drop our hips back and just hold on strongly with our wrist wraps. Everybody got a wrist wrap? Almost. There you go. Wrist wrap, I made these handholds kind of long so that you can hang by your wrist a little bit longer than your fingers, right? So we're just gonna gently rock from side to side here, slowing it down. Standing at the back of the mat, we're gonna inhale, pull forward, press forward, arch, arch, arch. It's kind of like standing splits. Woo! Yeah, up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, pull forward, press, 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 arch, and lift. That's it. And lean back. Good. Standing at the back of the mat. That will be very helpful. And then inhale, lift, and hold. Let's bend the front knee. Right knee bend, slide in. So it's in a forward lunge. Beautiful. Let's mix it up here. Let's take our right elbow, rest it on the right knee. Roll the back heel down for side ankle pose. You can keep holding on if you're comfortable, or lean back into the swing. Left arm comes right overhead. So up to the sky or pointing towards the front of the room, and then you can hold on to your right foot, one hand or both hands if you want to do the advanced version. Or just stay holding on. Wherever you are, be happy. So hold on. Lori, you have to help her. So she can think. So see, yes, hold on to the handholds. Yeah. Jump it in here. All right, let's all hold on to the swing. Come on, back up. I was like, hold on. All right, let me help her. Guys, wait here for a second. So hold on to your handholds. Push the swing forward with your hands, time it, and get your right foot up there. Everybody else just wait. We're gonna keep feet up here. Sorry, that's okay. Now we just want to make sure you got in safely, because otherwise I was like wobbly. Okay, everybody press sternum, swing back down to the ankle, and just take a moment to steer. I call it steering, kind of driving, holding on to the swing now. What's your name again, hon? What's your name?
Susan.
Susan, thank you. Hi, Susan. We're gonna just, this is such a great stretch. I don't know if you guys can feel what's going on here, but I'm kind of pushing and pulling into space, flexing my toes back, and I'm getting this great stretch through the calf, through the Achilles. It's just a nice way to kind of get into the leg lines. Yeah. And then we're gonna lift and pull. Come on back to center, right? So head directly over the hips. Lift and pull. Now let's hug with both forearms. Hug. Beautiful. Now from this position, we're gonna keep our left forearm hugging and our right hand can float back behind us for standing twist. Oh la la. Beautiful, guys. Hug with both forearms again. Let's go the other way. Keep hooked with your right. Let your left hand float back behind you. Look towards your left thumb if you can. Balance. And then come back to center. Beautiful. All right. Now we can go back to our hand holds. Just want to make sure we all caught up there. I like using the wrist wrap, if you guys can find the wrist wrap. There's a few poses I like to do here. Let's just kind of move on. We're gonna float, okay? So bend your standing leg first so that we don't pop. Get both legs in there. Awesome. So, too much pop. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Stay right underneath your plumb line. Just hold your hips a little from side to side. You can always bring your foot down if it feels like you can't hold on for long with your hands, but just try it. Beautiful. And then we're going to bend both knees out to the side, bottoms of the feet together. Lift the hips and lean back. Stretch the neck, stretch the shoulders. Yeah, feet together, knees open wide. Beautiful. Straighten the legs. We're going to change sides in the air. Keep the left foot up. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Second side. That was the easy way to switch. We don't have to push the swing forward again. So lean back to stretch it out. Long arms, long legs. That's it. Gently rock from side to side if that feels good. I always keep my toes active, right? Make sure the toes are attached to the body. Yep. And then inhale, lift, press, press, press. Yes. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift, bicep curl, press, press, press. That's it. Come up onto the ball of the foot if you can. Exhale, lean back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Now we're going to stay here. Just bend the top leg, bend the left knee. That's it. Now you can keep holding on. I'm just going to take my left hand, bring it down to my elbow. Left elbow, left knee, and then roll your back heel down. So forward lunge into a side angle. And you can keep holding on if you need to balance, or your right arm can float overhead. If that's comfortable, bring fingertips to the front of the room. I like to lean back into the swing and use that to open up the heart, right? And then you're going to straighten the left foot. Hold on with one hand or both hands. Open up. Yeah. Obviously, that's the more advanced version, so just do what feels good. Holding on to the swing with both hands. Roll the back heel up. Okay, come on back to stand. Push the swing down towards the ankle. Take your time. Do a little steering from side to side. Push and pull in the space. See what feels good. So yeah, stay right underneath your. So hip and ankle are going to stay instead of leaning forward. Yeah, stay right underneath your plumb line there. Perfect. It's like plumb line is not one of those words we use unless we're fishing. So we are fishing a little here. So yeah, so it's like steering your ship. That's how it feels to me. Obviously, I don't boat very often. But yeah. Can you guys feel the stretch that's happening here? Usually there's oohs and ahs and ohs. All right. So we can push away and then pull forward, wrap both forearms around, lift the toes, see if the toes can be eye level. So see what I mean about falling over 100 times in a standing pose in yoga class, and you can get the balance, and you can get the strength, and you can get the flexibility, but there's a little bit of support. You can hold on. Let's go ahead and keep the right forearm hooked. Let's float the left fingertips back behind us, standing twist for revolve, and then coming back to center. Wrap both arms around, leave the left forearm hooked, and then float right on back. Beautiful. All righty, come on back to center. We're gonna do one more version. Let's just do that one more time. Hand holds, because it's fun. So remember, bend the standing leg first, right? So we don't have too much swag. And then both feet up there. One more time, feet together. It's like a Baddha Konasana version. Swing Baddha, press the hips up, lean back, open up the neck. Roll the shoulders around. You can even play a little from side to side if that feels good. Don't be afraid to play. Have some fun with it. All right, so we're gonna bend the knees together, and come to sit. One of the few poses where we actually sit. All right, before we come into our forward fold sequence and enter the headstand, because we are gonna do one inversion today. We do way more inversions in the intermediate and advanced practice, so I want to give you one inversion. I'm gonna show you how I like to do. Isn't this nice? Like we actually sit in the swing. It's like one of the only poses. Okay. So Nataraj, you guys practice Nataraj normally, another really challenging pose. I'm going to show you how we can do it in the swing. So it looks like this. I'm going to sink my hips back. Just watch for the first one, please. Right? If that goes well, we can just stay here and feel like I'm good. Then we're going to get the top of the left foot inside the swing. And then all of a sudden, Nataraj. Okay? So if it doesn't go well, just kind of hang out here, because sometimes if your foot comes out, you're going to be like, whoops, and then we'd lose it. So just get back into the swing if that happens. Bend the knees, take your hips back. Let's start with the right foot. So I'm going to take the right foot out, and then I'm going to bring the knee through, so the top of the foot is on the inside of the swing. Yes, stand in the center of the mat. All right, so far so good. Let's wait for everybody. Excellent. Now all I have to do is keep my arms straight and let my foot come back behind me. And I'm in a version of Nataraj. Feel good? Everybody hang out here. If anybody wants to go further, just so I can show you guys, you're going to straighten both legs, hold on to the swing instead with the elbows pointing up, and then you can extend. It is a much harder version, so stay happy in where you are if you want to just stay in the first Nataraj. There you go. Isn't that amazing? You can learn how to lift the foot, lean forward, get the alignment. You're still having to balance, it's still hard. So I don't think there's any cheating. All right, let's end with our airplane wings. So everyone release the hand holds, hold on to the center of the leg loops, okay? And then we're gonna go into a boat pose at first. So straight overhead. I know, for our long friends, just like Legos, sync up. All right. Yeah, so get your arms on the outside of the swing and hold on to the leg loops. Susan? Yes. Yeah, hold on to the leg loops from the inside of the swing. Bring your arms around. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, balance. All right. Then if you want to come into airplane wings, you bring them out to the side warrior. It's pretty very hard, right? Much harder. Stay in boat. Just stay in boat. Otherwise, warrior three. All right, press your hands down towards the ground. All you have to do is put your toes towards the sky, and voila, that comes off. Well, we have two legs, so let's go back. So what we're going to do is very carefully sit in the swing. Very carefully, always stay balanced. Let's hold on to our handles. There's so many different ways that we can see press the swing down. There you go. We can jump up, it just doesn't work very well. Okay, once we're there you go, hold on to your handles, that's it. Wrist wrap is preferred. Sink hips back. I've taught this so many ways and people get all confused and then I wind up teaching it backwards. This is the easiest version that I've found so far. So, yeah, there you go, sink the hips back. Pull the left foot out first. Keep the knee bent. Bring it through center, so the top of the foot Yes. So we stand it, center the mat. Now the first one is we just straighten the arms, right? So release the swing. And then you got it, Susan. Keep your toes flexed back there. And then we extend. So just bend both knees and you get a great stretch. Okay? Yeah, keep that back foot flexed or you'll lose it. So now stay here if you're happy. Just take some breaths. You don't need to go further. This is enough. If you want to try the other version, you're going to straighten the right leg, come to stand, hold on to the swing with both hands. Now look, I'm reaching for my rhomboids. I'm reaching for my shoulder blades. Okay, elbows point towards the sky. And then I gas, and then I pull. Only try it if you feel comfy. Where you are is perfect. Look up, everybody. All right, yes, it still requires a lot of strength and balance. Come on back. Everyone with balance, come to stand. Release the swing and hold on to the legs. Yeah. Okay, so now I down to the center. Now I skip some steps there. So that's the safe way. And then we extend arms and legs for a goat version of warrior 3. Everybody fits, good job. And then arms out to the sides. Press, press, press. That same thing where we have to press down to lift up, right? You feel the arms working? Awesome. One more time, goat pose. And then wings. Awesome. And then we're going to bend the elbows, press the leg loops down towards the ground, and just point the toes towards the sky. So always want to make sure we're using our arms and pressing. So I like to start with that sequence. We're going to okay, rest, relaxation. Not yet. 5 minutes. I want to get you guys into a headstand. You're doing awesome. I would like to turn the air so I circulate the air. I wouldn't mind. It's not going to be cold. Yeah. Air is great. Yeah, liquid is great. Perfect. Oh, that guy. Okay. We're going to plug it. Let's get it away from the recording though, because otherwise it's going to be loud. Can we put it over there? Sure, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I'll demo the finger folds while everyone's getting settled. Nice, guys. We're going to stand in the center of the mat. Just watch for the first one. Push the swing down all the way to the hips, so it just requires straight arms. Just watch for the first one. And then from here, I'm just going to lean forward. Okay, so most people fold like this, and they keep their hips over their ankles. So what we're going to do is push our hips to the front of the mat. It requires us to get our little super glue toes on, right? So otherwise we'll slip. So just practice pressing your feet down, getting the swing to the hips, and just rocking back and forth while looking up. As soon as you look down, we usually bend at the hip creases, and what we're doing, yes, is we're learning how to come out on this diagonal and really trust the swing. It's a totally different relationship to learning the ergonomics of the body when it comes to using the swing for forward folds. Because then what we do, feet in the center of the mat to begin. Then what we do is we learn how to come down through our anglings. So we want to learn how to have this much control, step by step, where we're actually pressing our hips forward the whole time, kind of locking the swing into place. Yeah, and if you kind of come down with a kerplunk, it's okay, because we're learning something new, right? But we really want to keep a lot of tension on the swing. Feet in the center of the mat. You can walk forward a little bit more if you need to keep tension. That's it. So lift the heart, lift the gaze, and try looking up. There you go. Beautiful. And even maybe just going down about halfway. You see how you have to use the super glue grip with the feet, otherwise they're going to try and fly away. All right, and then from there, come into the forward fold, shake it up. So my head is draping over the front of the mat. It's totally different. So heels up. So in. Yeah, and lean forward. Cool. Yeah. Walk your feet back just a little bit. There, that's perfect. So in these forward folds, our head is way closer to the ground than in our normal down dog sequence. So we're going to clasp our elbows. Make sure that we pull our biceps back by the ears. So we're opening up the chest and arching. So instead of your elbows pointing straight down, pull them back towards your ears and gently rock from side to side. All right, beautiful. I wonder what happens with the music. Do you mind if we check this out, Victoria? Get that going again? I'll let you take care of it. Thank you. Just 5 more minutes. This will be our cool down lap. All right, I'm gonna go in the same direction as you guys. So in this pose, we're just letting our sit bones reach towards the sky. The heels are up or on the balls of the feet, leaning forward towards the front of the mat the whole time. So keep tension on the swing. So we're gently rocking from side to side to loosen up all that tightness that lives in the hip flexors. So if it feels intense, you're in the right place. You just have to soften. Let the swing hold us. And then we're going to stretch it out. So your hands are going to come forward way in front of the mat. Way in front of the mat. Stretch it out. So this is our down dog version. Okay? This is called the cat's meow. We're going to inhale, pull forward and arch. Exhale, round in and squeeze the navel towards the sky. It's like a down dog and a cat-cow cat together. Inhale, pull forward and arch. So let your hands come all the way forward.
It's like this.
But it's a down dog, so you're in a V shape. So you can walk your feet back a little if you need. There you go. Walk it back. Inhale, pull forward and arch. Up onto the fingertips. Exhale, round it and squeeze. Yeah. Inhale, pull forward and lift. Beautiful. Exhale, round it. So we're just undulating the spine back and forth a few times. And then happy dog, just wag your tail, let your hips sway from side to side. Even though it's intense, just take a moment. You can always lift one leg and then the other leg. You can get the swing a little bit lower. So it should be touching the legs. Usually if it's on your belly or bladder, that's when it feels uncomfortable. Yeah. There you go. Inhale, pull forward. Let's add the leg here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Squeeze. We're on the right side. Inhale, lift. Right leg up. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Well, we're actually on the left leg because I'm not teaching backwards anymore. All right, let's all do the right leg together. Let's try the right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, pull knee to nose. That's it. There we go. Now we're synced up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull knee to nose. All right, so we're going to keep that foot lifted. Let's just try it so everybody can see me, right? So we're going to bend the knee and put the foot on the outside of the swing. So not the inside, the outside, the other side, the side that doesn't come as easy. There you go. If you kick the leg loop out of the way, you're in the right place. Beautiful. So hands at the front of the mat. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg up. Hook the foot outside in. Yes, and I call this the up dog, right? So we go from up dog to an upside down dog, where our feet are lifted, or hooked, but we can press our chest down. Yes. Inhale, pull forward, up dog, lift. Inhale, press back, upside down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. All right, exhale, press back, drop onto your forearms. Okay, once we're in our forearms, we can actually clasp our hands together. Now we're creating a triangle with our arms. We can let our head sink down. So Susan, you have to pull your feet towards your butt a lot. Pull them down. Pull them down all the way. Yes, now you got your hook. So we don't want to fly away here, so pull your feet towards your butt. Where's your butt? Down, pull your heels down. Head drop. Pull your feet towards your bum. There it is. Yes, okay. So if your head is touching down, then you can just rest here. Yeah, thank you, Lori. Please help out there. Awesome. So everybody pull your feet down even more. Just everyone's kind of floating away. Here you go. Nice. So that's our hook, right? We don't want to lose our hook. Nice. Now, if you're not touching down, then you're in a floating headstand, and that's perfect too. Just enjoy that. Awesome. So elbows in tight right underneath the shoulders, just like if you were without the swing. And let me show you guys a variation here. So what you can do is you can pull the knees together, you can release the toes and bring the feet together, and then you can actually just float entirely without hooking. Yes, and it's just a nice, comfy way to do a more restorative version. That's it. So everybody try it. So knees together, feet together, and just pull the knees down towards the chest so you got a nice hug. Beautiful, that's it. Yeah, walk your triangle back a little bit more here. So yeah. Yeah, more nice. So we'll grow. We'll grow a couple inches during this practice. Awesome. So if you do touch down, you can relax your shoulders. A little bit of weight on the crown of the head is actually a good thing. You take a moment with your eyes closed and just enjoy the hang. So with the knees pulling together and feet together, we're actually spreading the sacrum and creating some space for the SI joints, for the lower back to release. This is great for lower back pain. And then we can come out of it just as easy as we came in. We're just going to extend our legs straight down towards the ground. Down, down, down. Find the mat with your toes. Yes, straight legs. And then all of a sudden we're floating, right? So toes touch down, hands stretch out back to our down dog, but your toes can be towards the back of the mat for this one. Happy dog, stretch it out. Nice big V. So walk your hands forward even more. Yeah, stretch it out. There you go. Beautiful. Let's do second side. We have our left leg, we'll lift it up, and then exhale, pull knee to nose. Just finishing up what we started. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull knee to nose. This is a great way to find the core and get that activation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Awesome. And one more time, happy dog. Go ahead and swing it out. I like doing loop-de-loops or figure eights, whatever feels good. And then we're going to walk it forward. So walk forward with your hands. Walk forward with your feet. Walk forward with your hands. Keep tension on the swing. Feet, toes are going to be gripping strongly to lift up through angel wings. Ending as our angel wings. Press the hips forward to lift. Press, press, press. Yes. And come to stand. I like to hold on to the swing. Come on out. There it is. Awesome. So I'll do a little recap there. We can go from our forward fold to our down dog to kind of like a cat's meow or a cat-cow version to dropping down onto our forearms to our headstand. So that's kind of like a down dog sequence, I call it. There's some other variations we do with our upside down dog, which we don't have in our yoga class. It's a nice way to get the undulation of the spine. But headstand is one of the most important poses that we can get into in our practice, and it's usually hard to hold for 5 minutes. So with your body fully suspended, not only do you get that nice opening in the spine, but there's no pressure, on the neck and shoulders, so you can stay longer. And then it's safe to come out. We just kind of, I call it a floating leaf when we extend our legs and we're still floating, and then you can walk into your down dog. There's a whole big sequence we can add on from there called the black swan, but that's more the intermediate practice. So there's some standing splits and some fun flips that we can do. Well, we're ready, right? You guys feel ready for your Shavasana? So what we're going to do is spread the swing out, get a big handful so we can sit in it and stretch it to the knees. Make sure you're on the inside of the swing, if that makes any sense to you. So we're going to be on the inside of our taco. I think everyone's pretty good. Yeah, it just kind of happens naturally, but let me make sure on the inside of the swing. So come on up for me. It's just the, like that. Yeah, it just feels a little bit more comfortable. Not hugely noticeable, but it's just nice. So yeah, so I call this cocooning. We're gonna go back into the womb. I do like a whole rebirthing meditation practice from here where we can allow ourselves to get hugged and held back into the womb. So once we spread the swing out all the way to our knees, does everybody got to our knees? Maybe Susan, get in there a little bit more. Give yourself a little lift. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to make sure we have enough underneath our bum, and then we also want to make sure our head's in there. Beautiful. All right, so make sure the swing is supporting you behind your head as well. If you have too much at your knees, then your head will fall out, right? So get right in the center of your cocoon there. And then we're going to use our nifty leg loops again. So it's really fun to extend. We have all kinds of stretches that we can do in our cocoon. So Not yet. So just showing you that we can stretch these out, but we can use our leg lifts to fully extend. What we're going to do first, if anybody feels like it's too small for them, then you can just use your leg lifts. But see if you can lean back, get your legs up there. I call it like a viparita. If you're ready for final relaxation, you can just go into the stirrups. But if you can extend your toes towards the sky, let your heels hook. Then we're going to let our arms stretch overhead. Okay, if you have anything sharp, any sharp objects, feel free to take those off so we don't puncture the swings. They are very durable, but it is still like your favorite sweatshirt. We don't want anything pointy in our hair and that kind of deal. Nobody has high heels on, so we're good. But yeah, nothing sharp. And then from here, I like to just push one hip down and then the other hip down. And we just gently let our pelvis rock from side to side, loosening up any last bits of tension. Let's end with a few gentle leg stretches. Okay, we're going to reach up, grab for the outer edges of the feet, bend our knees towards our underarms, and come into a version of happy baby. Now in our happy baby, we could play a little bit here, maybe bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg, and alternating from side to side. Just using the auditory cues instead of the visual, just whatever feels good, letting yourself lean back. Sometimes rolling the ankles around can help release any tension in the nervous system. I like that variation quite a bit. And then we're going to squeeze the legs together, straighten the legs, hold on to the back of the calves, pull the toes over the head, and bow in for a mini plow. Stretching the hamstrings and the back body one more time. And then you can bend your knees, wrap your arms around your shins, and roll up into a little ball for a reclined child's pose. So any of those variations you're welcome to take for final relaxation. You can let the feet come together and knees open wide for butterfly. Wrap your arms over your chest, giving yourself a big hug. If you like getting curled up nice and tight like a little bud in the swing, then I recommend that you stay here. For anyone else that likes the legs extended or to stretch out, go ahead and put the leg loops on. One at a time. I like to extend them so they also will stretch out so they'll cover the full length of the calf. And then you can also hook the heel and cover the feet. So whatever version you like. Some people really like the feeling of being all curled up and some people like the feeling of stretching out. But find your favorite variation. And then from there, your hands can rest on your lap. They can be crossed over your chest, or they can extend overhead. So wherever you're comfortable, I want you to close your eyes and invite your body to fully drop in. Feel the gentle rocking of the swing. Feel that sweet hug on the outer surface of the skin. Let the energy pull back towards your heart, towards your core, bringing it in towards the center of your being. This is your rejuvenation, time to recharge and refuel. A nice long shavasana after a big practice is going to let us receive and absorb all the goodness of what we just experienced. We're going to take time to integrate. We'll have another 15 minutes, just the quiet stillness, allowing the breath to breathe you. Any respites, any wiggles or movements or adjustments, feel free to make those changes and then just drop in. Pretty good, we're going to lower the legs. Yes. Turn the legs off completely. Yeah, they're to the left. Mm-hmm. So we're going to offer a little yoga massage for you today.
This is a little special treat for those that are new to